go. Come on, something. Come on. Ah! Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
AAA's current #1 is a former Federal League stud, now in the XB, and heading a group of nocturnal ne'er-do-wells that have taken the league by force, both in the box and on the mound. Returning to face him on primetime is one of the XBL's newest students of the game. He's looking to blast off into the top half of the round robin and guarantee himself a playoff berth to cap off a stellar rookie campaign. It's Big JoRsH and the Night Owls versus Darkraider and the Montreal Rocket. Welcome to AAA Match of the Week.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. My name is Dwayne. I am one of the co-commissioners of this league, and I'll be handling the play-by-play commentary for you this evening. And joining me in the booth is No Name. He's currently having some technical difficulties. He just went silent on me a second ago, so we're going to try and figure that out in the meantime. But for now, I'll run you through the pregame real quick, and we can look at his beautiful face and while he smiles and tries to figure out what's going on with the computer. Anyway, let's get started here talking about tonight's AAA matchup, which we're going to have a back-to-back doubleheader between Big JoRsH and his number 1 Nowhere Night Owls and Dark Raider and his number 8 Montreal Rocket. Both these players, rookies in the XBL AAA this season, 83 batting ego, 90 everything else if you didn't already know. So they're, skilled players coming into the league, trying to really, make their own name and make things happen for themselves. JoRsH obviously coming out swinging. He's in the race for number 1. If you look at the keys to the series right there, the race for the number 1 seed in the AAA is huge, as we just made a big playoff edit yesterday, whereas the number 1 seed is going to be picking their playoff opponent from the bottom 5, 6, 7, and 8 seeds after everybody is all qualified through the AAA round robin. They'll be starting the picking of the playoff matchup that they want, and then as they go down until all the matchups are filled, the other players will be picking as well down that ladder. So it'll be really exciting with this new format, how that develops, and JoRsH is in that race for number 1. So these wins tonight in his final 2 games, if he's able to get them, would be huge, as he's facing up against just No Name himself on the other side of the booth here with me, and Blue Panther 7. So it's a 3-way tie right now at the top, with No Name at the top of the head-to-head ladder. So wins for all those teams in the coming days as the season finishes up are going to be huge. The next thing, staying hot going in, that kind of goes back into the first one, but this ties in for Dark Raider as well, because he's going to be a part of the round robin, which happens for the bottom half of the AAA. And he wants to, if he can win a game or 2 off of the current number 1 as it stands, he will be, feeling really, really good going into that, probably feeling like he can beat anybody. And so being on Match of the Week tonight, on prime time, if he can get something going for his team, which has been, on a bit of a skid lately, 8 losses in a row, I believe, that would be big. So we'll be looking to him to try and nail that down. And then the final thing is going to be dominating both sides of the ball. I mean, me and No Name talked a little bit before the game about how whoever's going to be coming out on top of this is going to have to pitch extremely well, because JoRsH is already one of the league's top pitchers, we know that, and then Dark Raider has played a lot of close games. So if both these guys are tough on the mound tonight, it's going to be hard to score. No Name also talked a little bit about how fastballs are going to be tougher on the end of JoRsH, I believe. He's good on the off speed, in the 83 ego range. The top players are all really tough to get on the off speed, but the fastballs are a nice way to beat them. And if Dark Raider is able to really pinpoint his locations tonight, he might be able to keep himself in the game long enough to keep it close and win a couple. So should be exciting. As we go forward here tonight, let's go ahead and get started, and we'll try and figure out the tech stuff in the meantime. Game 1 coming right at you. All right, folks, here we go. We are loading in now to El Viejo, the home of Montreal Rocket, for game number 1 here of AAA Match of the Week. I believe we do have No Name back on the horn. What's up, No Name?
Yes. Hey, what's up, everyone? Sorry about that. I'm excited now, maybe too excited to press mute, and nobody can hear me, so here I am now.
Yes, glad to have you in the booth. Glad to have you with me for our first cast together of the season. As the first batter of the game grounds one over to Ed Prince at first base. He's going to take it himself for the first out.
Yeah, we see here, basically, Dark is going to try to try fastballs and changeups. I mean, of course, we have our Josh here that's looking for changeups all the way along. So we'll see if Montreal Rockets are going to work. His strategy is going to work here.
First 3 pitches to Abraham Shipwreck. Gets him swinging with one low after the 1-2 count. Nice sequence. There's that changeup you talked about, No Name, already early, getting a big strikeout.
You got to be careful, though. I mean, Josh is going to rip it. I mean, he's going for it. I mean, he's not a guy that's looking for a double or triple or a single. I mean, he's going for a fence. That's his approach, 100%.
Yeah, big swing there. He got good contact on a mistake pitch from Dark Raider. Hit one into right field for a single. Next batter up is Willie Hedwig, who swings at one quickly. Misses it. It's 0-1. Ooh, and then another good fastball gets him 0-2. Here comes the changeup. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's on the ground. It's going to clean up the strikeout. Nice pitching there from Raider.
So fastball changeups, that's all there's going to be to it. It's the recipe. I mean, if there's a weakness of Josh here, that's probably it. I mean, he wants to crush that ball so bad, man. It's just, you got to use that against him. But again, you know, if he gets a piece of it, that's it.
Yeah, you can see he was early on quite a few of those changeups, even out of the zone. So Raider, at least early, putting in some work on the mound, and then swings at one, hits it hard to deep center with his leadoff hitter to start his bottom half of the first. Gilfy out there will make the catch for the out, but that one was allowed first out and brings up Peter Lowe. First pitch swung on to Parker Puyo, the pitcher. Throws it to first, and that's out number 2. So quickly 2 outs now for Montreal Rocket as Peapod Tanner gets a chance to hit.
Yeah, there's one thing here that needs to be said. I mean, we have Josh here. He's got 2 bars, a 2-bar bullpen. You know, Montreal Rockets has to see pitches. He has to at least build 8 to 9, 10 pitches per inning if he wants to be successful in this game.
Yeah, that's true. That's a big key right there. Getting deep into counts as we see Peapod in a full one here. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Swings underneath the cutter. JoRsH gets the placement right there, and Dark Raider can't catch up. We'll head to the top of the second inning. Still 0-0.
See what Josh is going to do now. If he's going to, oh, there it is.
Yeah, swings at that one. Lines it right at Tanner in center field. Loud first out.
Dark has to keep. He's got to keep throwing fastballs. I mean, if he starts throwing too many changeups, it's going to hurt him at the end of the game for sure.
Quickly 2 strikes to Memphis Nightwing here. That's that fastball changeup combo again already from Shipwreck, and gets him swinging with the changeup there low and inside. Great placement again from Dark Raider.
Building KZ. Wow.
At least it looks like early he's gone in with a plan, and it is executing right now through 18 pitches. As that one misses low, it's evened up to Camden Pigwidgeon. That one, a dive by Prince. He gets it, throws over to first in time. Yeah, fantastic play to get it done. It always makes me nervous when they do that little throw over there.
Oh man, I mean it's getting worse.
yeah, it seems like
update. Oh my god.
Update, yeah, it seems to be more significant that the pitcher will just drop the ball, literally and metaphorically, at first base every time.
Especially at 2 outs.
Yeah, right. We start the second here, bottom half, with a first pitch swing on Ed Prince. He puts it into right field for a single. That's the first hit of the ball game for Montreal. Now Francisco Fernandez will hit with power versus righties engaged. He swings at a changeup himself and misses.
Nice take there.
Yeah, good take inside. Another one in a similar spot. Sees it at 2-1. Parker Puyo resets again, trying to attack that high inside corner. Misses. It's 3-1 hitters count. 101 up high, miss. Now it's full. Swing and a miss, strike 3. JoRsH back with the heat again. Out of the zone a little bit, and Dark Raider can't catch up. It'll bring up Crew McCall, the catcher. Runner's still on first with 1 out. First pitch swing, and it's lined over to short. Noctis makes the grab.
You gotta think when to use a power swing and when to contact swing. I mean, on that first strikeout, you know, you try to power swing, but I mean, right now he's got to get some runs in. So I would just focus on getting the ball on the ground first, and then power swing for him afterwards.
Yeah, 2-2 here to Jeffrey Homebrew. A little bit of best of both worlds. He's run a few deep counts, but then he's also given a few quick outs to JoRsH. We'll see what he can do with this full count. He lifts it to the third base. A little bit of a floater to Lumpy Hoots. He makes the basket catch out there at the cutout. And we go to the third, just one hit for Montreal. It's 0-0 still.
Yes, for sure, Darkraider. He's got to get some runs. I mean, you can't beat JoRsH if you don't score 5 to 6 runs. So, I mean, that's at the end of the day. If you only score 2 or 3, you're gonna lose this game.
First pitch swinging on the top of the third brings a hit for the Nocturnal Night Owls. Or the Nowhere Night Owls, excuse me. We have Parker Poyle, the pitcher, who's locked in batting. Had a weak season. He drops a bunt. There you go, No Name. A little bit of sacrifice action.
I am shocked.
We love to see that.
I mean, that just goes to show. I mean, right there. I mean, it's a sign where Darkraider is just doing a good job. I mean, if you have Josh bunting on you, that means you're doing something good here.
Yeah, and JoRsH really trying to manufacture as he goes for second base there. It looked like he was going for home off the single up the middle, but now the runner in scoring position moves just up to third, and the runner behind him trails all the way to second base. Dangerous situation with less than 2 outs now. Swings at one out of the zone late to start the next at bat. This batter is batting .402. Hits one on the ground to Villa. She picks it up over to first. A run will score on the ground out. It is 1-0 now, Night Owls.
Let's see if he can get out of this one. We'll run.
Ooh, a dangerous first pitch there to Lumpy Hoots. Gets away with it. And then there's the changeup again. Way low. Here comes back with it. Swings at the 0-2. It's foul. High heat incoming. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Montreal Rocket, but a run does score in the top of the third. We head to the bottom half. 8-9-1 coming up.
I haven't seen if Montreal's starter is the 90 velo, but I mean, so far he's throwing 99 miles per hour fastballs on just going by JoRsH big time.
Yeah, putting in some good work out there on the hill so far is Montreal. As we see now in the box, he starts the inning with a fly out. Next pitch, first pitch, swung on the ground. Hoots picks it up at third, throws it to first in time for the second out. This is the opposite of what you want to see if you're a Rocket fan early after seeing some good pitches out of Poyo in the first couple innings. Swings it to the first pitch again on the ground over to first. There's 3 outs in the inning. We're going to the fourth. That's
right, and I'm repeating myself. He's got 2 bar bullpen. That means he only has 1 RP, 1 relief pitcher. So, I mean, you got to see pitches. This is a must, especially early in the ball game.
Yeah, this game's still close as we're in the top of the fourth. Low pitch for Willie Hedwig. Darkraider goes right after him, comes back with the changeup, gets him to ground it over to short. Peter Lowe picks it up, throws it over there to Prince, and he's out for out number 1. We see Mookie Glimfeather now dig in for his second at-bat of the game.
Oh, good pitch.
That is an amazing location there. Clipping the inside corner. Darkraider coming back with a changeup on the 1-1. It's fouled away.
He's waiting for that changeup. He's got to be careful. Ryder has to be careful here.
Changeup low, fouled away again, and then high fastball. Swung on a miss for strike 3. The sequencing from Raider is absolutely insane right now.
That's right, and JoRsH, I mean, he's late on the fastballs. He's late, so, I mean, my God, this Montreal boy is doing a great job right now. Don't drop the pitch, though.
Yeah, right. That one almost off the shoe tops of Memphis Nightwing there. He had to kind of skid out of the way of it. This one on the ground. Good changeup again. Villa picks it up, throws it to first in time. Really close play, actually, over there. And we go to the bottom half.
Now the key is do not swing at the first pitch. That's it. That's the key for Montreal right now. I mean, don't swing at the first pitch, and let's see where it's going to take you.
Yeah, we still got the better half of this ball game here to go. Game 1 of AAA Match of the Week here in Week 5. This is the last regular season Match of the Week for AAA, so get your fill here. We might have something for you next week as far as the round robin goes. We're going to have to maybe get with some players. This one, one pitch swung on down the line. Nightwing gets it in quickly, though. It's going to be a single. That is a dirty hit. Nice job getting it right over the third baseman's head and out there into fair territory for Peapod Tanner.
Got some speed at first. It's a matter of now getting that runner to second.
Peapod dangerous as well, batting 303. She hits it deep to left center field. That one's way back there. Left fielder's running over 40. Dives, he makes the catch.
No!
Oh my God, what a play from
my-
JoRsH.
Oh my God!
And the ball was there in time. Oh my God, I can't believe he just pulled the double play off there.
Oh,
wow.
get a lottery ticket! Come on!
That is one of the better dives we've seen, and it always seems to be in that deep left center field of El Viejo. Dark Raider absolutely has a run taken away and an extra base hit there. We go to the 5th.
But again, you have to run. I mean, I would have done the same thing. I mean, there's
I'm sending
no
that runner
way
100%.
Yeah,
I'm
for
going. BK's dudeness would have the runners frozen. That's his advice. We see the first pitch at the top of the 5th hit into right field for a single, so JoRsH looking to get something started, trying to add to his lead after stifling Dark Raider there last inning.
Be careful of that hit and run now with this low contact boy here. I would keep the ball on the inside.
Lennox Gilfie is the hitter. Yeah, like you said, tons of speed. Watch out for that hit and run. He fouls it away. It's 0-2. Shipwreck's coming back. Pitch number 44 high. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nice cheese there. Gets him. You see the pitcher bat now. With one out, you'd have to think Dark Raider's going to be looking for the grounder. Parker Pollo not above bunting as we saw last at bat. He takes 2 balls in there. Runner goes. He's frozen. Pitch over to first base. Gets him in time. That's a huge pickoff for Dark Raider.
Wow.
Then the
Just
ball.
like that, D. 3 down.
Yeah, all of a
That's
sudden,
it.
a leadoff hit turns into nothing there for the Night Owls. JoRsH, I think you already said it a little bit earlier. Definitely feeling the heat, I think, from Dark Raider early in this game.
Most definitely. I mean, again, Dark Raider is just doing what he needs to do.
Ooh, he puts a nice single out there into left field to start his bottom half of the 5th.
Yeah, and as I was saying, once more, he has to get some runs. I mean, you can't win 1-0 or 2-0 or 2-1 versus Josh. I mean, there's no way. So he's got to get that runner to second, regardless how.
It's quickly 0-2 to Crew McCall and his inside pitch. Runner does go. Will he get there in time? Yes, he does. Good jump.
How about that?
Yeah, he did not have a lot of leg on the runner going to second. The swing and a miss. The hit and run did not work. That one's ripped up the chute. Noctis makes the ground off his shoe tops. That's unfortunate as that ball was hit hard.
For sure. But again, first pitch, he has to be more patient. He's going to see pitches from Josh. That's for sure.
Yeah, it seems like so far, at least, he's seen a few to start off some of these at-bats, even though he swung early. He's quickly 0-2 down to Alberto Flail. He's looking to extend the inning, get the runner in. He swings at that one low and away. Strike number 3, misses. And that'll end the inning. Runner in scoring position erased. It's 1-0 still Night Owls as we go to the 6th.
But Dark Raider has the game where he wants it to be. I mean, again, if you're if you're in the mid-game there and you're just trailing by 1 run against Josh, I mean, you're right there, man. You're right where you want to be.
Yeah, that's very true. This game is as close as it can be still. It's quickly 0-2 to Easton Archimedes. The leadoff hitter here for the Night Owls. That pitch goes into a difficult spot. Villa makes a great time dive. Ooh, almost throws it away, but nicely done to get it to Prince in time and on target.
So now Josh is going to be jumping on the first pitch now, so he's getting a bit impatient.
The Night Owls are 0-2 here. Joey Noctis at the plate. Definitely impatient, as you can see. He swings and fouls another one away. JoRsH definitely thinking or feeling like he should be probably trying to put the foot on the gas and score more in this game, just like his opponent Raider. Both of them pitching very, very well here. This one right to Shipwreck. Gets it the first in time for the second out.
The third baseman, number 24.
When you actually pronounce his name, and it sounds like a dirty word there that I don't want to pronounce with my French accent there.
Oh my God, that one's out of here. I
This
thought for a
one's
second
gone.
we were just seeing one in the gap, but that ball just kept carrying off the bat of Hoots, and all of a sudden it's 2-0. Quick solo shot there from JoRsH. He stung that ball.
Wow, 10th home run 10th home. I think I have 8 in total. Wow, what a beast.
Yeah, 10 home runs in a season with one player. It's always got to feel good to reach that total. Willie Hedwig, who's batting now, also has 10 home runs. Takes that low changeup out into center field for a single. I think that one was below the zone.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty impressive. I mean, again, changeup. He's going to, I mean, you have to find something else now. I mean, again, you know, you have to throw something else just to get back to that changeup afterwards. But you got to mix up your pitches a bit more now. Oh.
Ooh, the 1-0 is crushed. Deep to left center. Peapod Tanner's back, and that one is way out of here. That's second home run in the inning for the Night Owls. This time a 2-run shot. It's going to be 4-0 now. It's starting to break open here in the middle.
That's right. This is all. This is what JoRsH is all about. You know, I mean, if you make mistakes, there, he's going to make you pay for it.
That one on the ground to the pitcher. It's quickly cleaned up and thrown over to first for out number 3, but not before 3 runs score off the bat of 2 homers from Big JoRsH. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-0, and now Montreal Rockets going to be looking to really start to chip away. It's Abraham Shipwreck, the pitcher, leading off. We are going to see a pinch hitter here, and it is going to be Lucio Rilo. I believe that's how you pronounce that, the 0-1.
It's not French, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's not French. Rilo, something like that. Either way, he flies out right to second base for the out. This one, Maivia, leadoff hitter, rips that one up the chute for a single.
Nice piece of hitting there. I mean, again, you know, he's down by 4 runs, one run at a time. But again, he needs to bring that runner to second with a straight right now. Right there, I mean, I would take off like now.
Yeah, he's got that stealer. You got to wonder if he's going to use it. Ooh, throw does go over. JoRsH definitely feeling that as well. Peter Lowe batting here with that runner on. You'd have to think JoRsH wants to get her in scoring position, but he swings at that one. Or Raider, excuse me, wants to get her in scoring position, but he strikes out swinging at the low changeup. A little bit of his own medicine now from JoRsH, who's really starting to dominate on the hill using the fastball changeup combo as well.
And again, 52 pitches in the 6th inning is just not enough. I mean, you have to go. You have to make him throw more pitches.
Gets a single there to try and extend this inning. We'll see if Ed Prince can see a few pitches of his own. Contact versus righties is engaged. That one's lifted out to left center field, and the left fielder Nightwing will be able to make the grab. So those 2 runners get left on. We go to the 7th inning. It's still 4-0. Montreal Rocket unable to get anything going here, having a really tough scoring drought. 7, 8, 9 coming out for the Night Owls.
And now he's going with the low velo. I think that's going to be it. I mean, this unless he's just preparing game 2, but low velo versus JoRsH is, you know, it's nights out. It's lights out.
That one ripped into left field in front of Homebrew. That'll be a leadoff single, hit hard, a changeup. We'll see if what No Name says rings true as this inning develops. It's the bottom of the order up here for the Night Owls. First pitch swinging, that one's on the ground to Via. She throws it over to second. Can't get it to first in time for a double play, so we'll settle for the fielder's choice and bring up the pitcher.
The only reason why I'm saying that is because basically JoRsH is actually sitting on off-speed pitches. So right there, I mean, he's got the speed that he wants, so that's why he's so dangerous at the moment.
First pitch, a changeup right over to Fernandez at third base for a line out. We've seen JoRsH do his fair share of first pitch swinging as well, especially at some of these low changeups. Count 0-1 to Archimedes. He takes one as the runner goes in there easily after the jump. Good steal. Yeah, quick strike there now after the 2-0. Peyton Deputy's pitch. It's hit into left field. Homer's going to pick it up on a bounce. Get it into home. Will be in time. The runner turns back.
He's got a cannon.
Yeah, that was a good throw. Runner would have been cooked had he gone to the plate. He decides to stay and keep himself alive and the inning. 2 runners in scoring position for Joey Noctis. This one on the ground. Fernandez dives, picks it up, throws it to first in time. Great play.
Wow. Tom Caminetti play right there.
Yeah, that was awesome. Had to really make the throw, and there was a little bit of risk involved with it, getting to what was like -27 on the score, it looked like, or something. So your fingers are always crossed when you release that one.
Most definitely.
First pitch, Dark Raider almost hits it well, but he gets underneath a little bit, pushes it into foul territory where it's still playable, and Nightwing gets under it for the out. Crew McCall swings at the first pitch. Oh, that one on the ground to Poyo, and he gets it to first quickly. 2 outs now. Rockets are scrambling to try and get back into this game. Poyo's pitch count doing him all the favors. He might try and see his way all the way through it.
Maybe he's just trying to test him out a bit, but you know, try to build on game for game 2. But you know, 4 pitches, 3 outs. It's just not the way to do it right now. But again, you know, there's a game 2 coming. Maybe he's just building up, and let's see what goes.
Yeah, it is very much true. I mean, this game not exactly out of reach, just been knocked around a bit by the long ball. Has Dark Raider.
But if you're working a split, Josh, I mean, you know, you're going to be happy, especially right now. I mean, you know, trying to build for the playoffs and everything. So let's see what goes there. You know, I mean, obviously he doesn't want to show his number 1 reliever. So, I mean, that just goes to show for the moment that he wants to untime him. Let's put it this way.
Yeah, it's definitely a strategy we see a lot in some mismatches against some of the top half opponents. People will play trying to really utilize some timing changes, big switch ups, big mismatches in the timing to keep people off balance, and it definitely is a workable strategy. We'll see how game 2 is approached by Montreal Rocket. It's really the offensive portion of the ball where they're having their most trouble. Still no runs scored in this game.
Yep.
That one ripped through the hole. That's going to be first and third with 1 out. What was that, No Name?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, now it's just a matter of keeping them close. I mean, if you want to, again, you know, if you want to beat Josh, I mean, you have to score at least 5 to 6 runs. I mean, and right there, I mean, it's just proving me right.
Yeah, he's putting himself in the position to score 5+ runs here. See what he can do with Nightwing and a runner in scoring position. Good pitch from Stu Hammond. This is some gas out of the pen from Dark Raider. That changeup, though, lifted to center. It's deep enough for a sac fly. Runner tags, and he will score. So 5-0 Night Owls. Runner still at first with 2 outs here. Top of the 8th.
Nice PP there, you know. I mean, it's just a quick magic there, you know.
2 quick strikes in there to Camden Pigwidgeon. Then a ball misses. And then another one misses, so now the count's evened up. The reset, the changeup, it's ripped into left. Oh, and it gets past Homebrew. That's dangerous. That could score another run.
Yeah, that should give one right there.
Yeah, he rounds third, and the runner does score at 6-0. After the double, the ball gets past Jeffrey Homebrew. Big misplay there from Dark Raider.
And again, I'm repeating myself. Changeups are nasty, you know. I mean, if you're going to be throwing changeups, you got to be in control. Josh is just going to be sitting on them, regardless where they are.
Yeah, it was working early in the game when they were well placed and mixed well with the fastball, but now Dark Raider having a bit of trouble with Stu Hammond trying to close the door on this Night Owls team to prevent more runs from scoring. He does get a grounder right in front of the pitcher to the end of the 8th there, though, and we go to the bottom half.
Let's see if he can build on something here, you know, at least just to get a run before game 2, you know, just to get the momentum on his side of it.
Yeah, you definitely would think Montreal wants to take something into game 2 here. AAA match of the week, bottom of the 8th, game number 1 in progress. Poyo going for the complete game on the mound for nowhere. Just everything being fouled away by Dark Raider, even though it's an 0-2 count. Spud Grouse, the right fielder, is the one at the dish.
And again, 63rd pitches right there is just not enough. I mean, he has to go in this bullpen in order in order basically to use that 2-bar bullpen for for advantage for yourself, you know. And 65 pitches is just not enough right now.
Yeah, you want to be able to get past, like you said, the ace reliever and into where, you know, things get a little bit shakier for the Night Owls, but the starter here trying to put the team on his back and carry them all the way through it, where through 7 2/3, and Poyo does not seem to be tired enough to leave this game. Ooh, swing and a miss, strike 3, gets her. And that will end the inning. So Puyo through 8 complete shutout innings.
Let's see how right. I mean, how everything's going to work out here. I mean, for sure, you know, Josh is going to swing for the fans. I mean, but you know, see what's going to happen here. I mean, I don't know if Josh is going to go after the first ball. To be honest with you, maybe he just wants to see what the pattern is going to be like for game 2.
Well, he goes right after that one. Hits a hard to dead center. It's going to be a quick line out to Peapod Tanner. 1 out for Easton Archimedes.
459 batting average. That's pretty low and not good.
That one's ripped to right center. That one's out of here. Ooh.
Wow.
JoRsH able to get under another one. That's a big liner. He really seems to hit some lasers out of the ballpark. Another solo shot.
Yeah, well, definitely. Again, he's sitting on that changeup. I'm tired of repeating myself. I'm sorry. I'm going to take a sip of beer now.
Oh, does he go back to back? Oh. It's deep to left. It's way back there. Out of here over the head of Homebrew.
Wow. Looks like I'm watching Ock. What playing, bro?
Yeah, right. Just turning it on at the end of the game. Score. It's 8-0 now. Big homers from JoRsH all throughout the game. I think that's his 4th home run in this one.
Ay.
It's
He's still going after them.
Yeah, he is. Hoots had one earlier. Gonna try and repeat that performance at the dish. Counts 1-1. Swings at the changeup, fouls it away. It's 1-2. 1-2 pitch, a changeup. It's hit deep to left field. Homebrew dives for it. It's off his ankle. Oh, I guess he overtimed the dive there. Doesn't give himself a chance to catch it, and it's a 1-out double.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, that's pretty sad there. You got dirty for nothing, right?
Yeah, that's got to sting a little bit, too, coming off the bat. It's going to hit you somewhere in your midriff. And Homebrew out there after missing a ball, you know, and then now he's got one bouncing off. And he's having not his best night out there in left field. Ed Prince over at first takes the grounder himself for a 2nd out, and runner will move to 3rd for Mookie Glimfeather, who had that 2-run shot earlier.
But this 8-0 ball game is not, you know, so accurate of what we've seen so far. You know, I mean, Darkraider played a good game. I mean, again, you know, it's just the last few innings there that just turned against him. But other than that, he played a great game actually. You know. Yeah,
if not for the lack of offense, I think this is in the middle of the game a completely different story. As we see Josh Park, another one. He gets underneath it, drops it into the tunnel out there. It's a tunnel shot. That's another tunnel shot on Match of the Week, this time at El Viejo. He stretches his lead.
He's out of control. Somebody stop him.
I know. He's got 10-0 here in the top of the 9th. Darkraider just needs an out to try and get to the next game here. And as you said, it's not really indicative of what we've been seeing here, this lopsided scoreline. I mean, it's been all power from JoRsH. The runner gets on in front of him, and then the ball leaves the ballpark, you know? There's not a lot of gappers. There's not a lot of stealing going on or anything like that. It's just mistake pitches from Darkraider being totally punished here, at least in game number 1.
That's right. And, again, you need your full velo against Josh. I mean, as soon as he starts slowing down, man, the guy is just going to destroy you. You know, he's just going to John Holmes you.
He's not doing so hot now with Mateo Zimmerman either, as he starts off with a walk. That one on the ground now to Peter Lowe. Will he get it to first in time? He will, so that'll end the 9th. It is now 10-0 Night Owls. Rocket looking to get some momentum going into game 2. And who knows, anything can happen, you know, maybe we see a 10-run comeback. It's 2-3-4 coming up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, you know, you have to get on base. You have to start, you know, swinging the bat at the good pitches. But I mean, everything is possible for sure.
Not a great start as that one's hit on the ground.
Man, everything is possible if your name is Lazy Ash Weave. Or
yeah, true. The rest of us not so lucky. We work with what we got. That one hit on the ground to Lumpy Hoots. He makes a great diving play. Good timing. In time for the 2nd out.
Bad.
Dark Raider with a little bit of pleasantries still at the end of this game, taking a tough loss, but always polite. Good hit up the middle to keep his team alive. There's a single.
That's what we are in Canada, you know. We're always polite, you know.
Yes.
Like I said once, well, you know, we get a speeding ticket, and we said thanks to the cops. So.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, a lot of Canadian love here on Match of the Week. No Name in the booth, Dark Raider on the field. Something I do enjoy being a part of. Ooh, nice snatch there from Glimfeather right in front of the bag, and that'll end the game. Score line of 10-0, but we do see 9 innings out of it. Tough loss for Dark Raider and Montreal Rocket. As you said before, No Name, not really the game I feel like we saw, but the score line is what we got.
Definitely. I mean, again, as soon as the ball starts slowing down, I mean, that was it. That was it for Dark Raider. I mean, this is what Josh is all about anyway. So you got to keep your high velo as much as possible, and maybe try to untime him himself, time him a bit there, but you got to hit the spot. Most definitely, you got to hit the spots. If not, well, this is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, indeed. It's definitely, we saw JoRsH was able to just park it as soon as he really just, I'm sorry, what was I trying to say? He really just started to see some pitches towards the middle of the game that he was able to do something with that were over the heart of the plate a little bit more. As soon as the control started to slip from Dark Raider, that's when the home runs started coming. So tough break for him there. But we'll see in game 2 if he can bring something to it. We saw, like we said, flashes of something there.
Yeah, I mean, but again, I'm sure. I think Dark Raider has a few good starters. I mean, and hopefully, he's going to start. He's going to do what he did at the beginning of the game, and and build from it. But I mean, at the bat, on offense, he has to see pitches. He's got to wait and and connect on 2 strikes if he has to. But he's got to be more patient, most definitely.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see if the approach changes in game 2 as we await for the players to accept the challenge. We're flipping perspectives as well to JoRsH's. So we'll be interesting to see how, or if that affects anything. Dark Raider going to be, trying to salvage some runs and end the season on a high note. This is the last game for both of these teams in the regular season before we head into postseason round robin territory.
Yeah, I would love to see a win from Dark, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if he can get the split. We head into Motor Yard, the home of the Nowhere Night Owls, for game number 2 of AAA Match of the Week. As you can see, the Speed Demons build of Montreal didn't really get to flourish in the last game. Something that we'll have to look at if he can get runners on in this one.
Yeah, we like to run in Montreal. That's it. We're only there for show.
Yeah,
we run, but we can't hit.
Definitely something you two have in common. That's really funny with the 5-bar speed build. They move quick up in Canada. We're going to start off game number 2 here. Players exchange pleasantries. Montreal Rocket batting first at the home of the Night Owls.
All right, let's see. Let's see if Dark actually learned something from game 1.
Yeah, we will see if the approach changes as Maya Villa steps in. It is Rex Bundy on the mound here for the Nowhere Night Owls. That one hit on the ground. Ooh, it's a quick error, but Glimfeather recovers for that.
He did wait for the second pitch, though, but...
And he stings that with Peter Lowe as the first pitch swinging there on a changeup, right to right field on a line, out number 2.
Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, first pitch swinging again. That one right to the pitcher, Bundy. He picks it up, throws to first in time for the 3rd out. So we go to the bottom of the 1st. Jen Griffith is the starter for Montreal. 1, 2, 3. The leadoff batters going to start things off. It's Easton Archimedes. He had a home run last game.
Now Griffith, I think that this is his 8th. So, I mean, right? I mean, he should be all right for a few innings. Don't get me wrong, but again, he's got to build on positive stuff that he did on game 1, and that's his pitching. So he's got to build on his pitching first, and then focus more on while he's on bat.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see if he can keep this one close enough, like he did for a majority of the last one. Jen Griffith, first 5 pitches, has 1 out. Now an even count to Joey Noctis. We'll see Ooh, he rips that one. A great dive from Ed Prince. Wow.
Wow.
The timing there, insane to get it done. I thought that was getting through for a single all the way, how hard it was hit. You know, usually that's going to bounce off the glove either way.
These
Quick
are the
foul
pitches
ball.
that Josh is going to chase. And, you know, it works at the beginning, you know, and, you know, again, you got to build on that. So right now, zeros is nothing to nothing, and he's going to be a bit more patient. And I know it's easy for us to say, you know, in the booth there, you know, when you play a match of the week there, you're a bit nervous and you swing pretty much at everything, you know, just
Yeah,
swing
so
at everything.
that was a weird play there. That was swung at the first pitch. Ended up being snatched right off the ground for out number 1. But yeah, no, I definitely relate to those early match of the week nerves. A little bit of jitters, a little bit of yips that can go on.
And swinging is so much fun, D.
Oof, swinging is so fun indeed. That one swung on right in front of the mound, caught on a line by the pitcher. We don't see that as much as we used to, the pitcher being able to actually, you know, catch and handle the baseball in this one. Ooh, there's a 2-out single for Montreal as that cutter shot right up the middle here in front of the center fielder.
I would just take off on the first pitch, but that's just me.
He's got about half speed. We'll see if he does anything homebrew batting with a 106 average. Tough season for old Jeffrey Homebrew, who did not show out either in left field last game. Had some tough mistakes. So all in all, regular season that Homebrew will want to forget. Maybe he'll have a good round robin in playoffs. As he lines or lifts that one to left field for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 2nd, 4, 5, 6 coming up for their first ABs of the game against Griffith.
And as you can see, I mean, on the previous at bats, I mean, Josh is going outside the plate. Maybe a hit and run could be the answer for Dark Raider.
First pitch in there for a strike from Griffith to Hedwig. Catcher's got 10 home runs. This one hit on the ground. It's through the hole on the left side past the shortstop, so it's going to be a leadoff single.
Watch Josh steal on the first couple of pitches. Even though it's a low runner, he likes to hit and run.
Mookie Glimfeather, the first baseman, batting now. Got a ton of power, good contact. Had 2 home runs, I believe, in the last game. That one, though, hit on the ground over to 3rd. Fernandez over to 2nd, on to 1st, in time for the 5-4-3 double play.
Easily done. That changeup is working so far.
Yeah, just like it did early in Game 1, it's working here in Game 2. We'll see if that can continue on the back of this Montreal starter. Jen Griffith, her 19th pitch, swung on and missed. Good fastball low, right at the knees. Memphis Nightwing could have got a hold of that, but just unable to time it up. Late again is JoRsH. And then that one lifted into right field foul territory. Right fielder dives for the effort, but nothing doing there. That one on the ground, and Prince picks it up, takes himself over to 1st. And that'll end of the 3rd. So we go, or at the end of the 2nd, we go to the 3rd. 8-9-1 coming up here for Montreal.
Carbon copy of Game 1, D.
Yeah, that is true. First couple innings, just a hit apiece, and now, you know, somebody looking to do something as we get to the middle portion. The top of the 3rd here, high pitch for Alberto Flail. Yeah, the first strike was nice. Oof. Swings at the cutter there. Lifted into right where Archimedes does a good job getting underneath of it. That high and away cutter, tough to lay off.
Very much so. Now the pitcher. I mean, if he can get a hit of that pitcher that's already locked in, that's going to be a huge upgrade for him.
He does make contact, but he grounds it right over to Glimfeather, who handles it and takes it himself over to the bag for out number 2. Maya Villa is batting here, the leadoff hitter now for her 2nd AB. She swings at 1 for a strike, then fouls one away. It's quickly 0-2. The cutter incoming. It's low and away. Swung on a miss. Strike 3.
Nice pitch. Everything on the outside corner, D.
Yeah, Dark Raider unable to really get the bat around on it as it seems so far through 3. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It is Camden Pidgewigen.
I don't even know what those last name means, D. I mean, I can't.
It's actually I actually, believe it or not, know exactly what that last name means. It's an owl from Harry Potter.
All right.
Yeah, and then shortstop picks that one up, throws it over to first in time to get Pigwidgeon. It's the only reason I know how to say that because I've read that series probably 8 times.
All right. It's not like my old catcher.
Showing my
they're
age.
all over.
This one lifted behind the mound. Interesting swing. Oh, and it gets down. Wowza.
Wow, call the ball.
Yeah, someone's got to call it out there. Ball's in between the fielders. A little bit of a toot bland.
But again, what was Jen doing out there?
Yeah, I mean, she's probably expecting her second baseman or shortstop to, come back her up and field the baseball. This time, though, nothing doing. So an infield single for JoRsH has speed on the bases. Pitcher swinging away here. Fouls it back. It's 1-2 again.
I'm surprised. I was going to say that I'm surprised he's not taking off to second, especially with a low arm catcher.
Yeah, he just got away with the takeoff there. Got back in time on the pick, but then swings and a miss for the strikeout. So runner still at first, and now 2 outs with Archimedes up. Archimedes swings at that one, and it's a fastball. Change out that time, swung on, grounded right to Villa. Yeah, great pitch indeed. But when he's getting him off that sequence with the changeup, JoRsH is way out in front of him, making a lot of poor contact.
Most definitely, and here we are again. Top of the fourth. 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0 still top 4. Peter Lowe up for his second chance against Bundy. He swings at that one, lifts it over the head of the jumping third baseman. Nice
Love
piece.
it.
Gets a leadoff single to start it here in the 4th for Peapod Tanner, the 3-hole hitter coming up.
Just leave.
Peapod Tanner rips that one into center. Gilfie makes the grab. Dark Raider swinging at the first pitch again. He does make good contact there, though.
But then again, you got some speed at first. You got to give yourself some pitches to get that runner to second. There he goes.
Yeah, that ball misses anyway. Gets away from the catcher. Runner gets to second with no throw. So scoring position now with 1 out for Ed Prince. It's 1-1. Runner goes to third, way ahead and in there. Great job.
Wow, Mojo went up too.
Yeah, Mojo's up. Oh, and he misses.
Yeah.
He's hung up at third and he's out. Oh, he's hung out. That's a heartbreaker.
Oh. I thought he was safe.
Close play at third. I'd take that one to the replay booth, but...
Oh, my God.
A run prevented. There goes the runner again.
Look at him go.
3 steals.
Look at him go.
Montreal Rocket. There's the speed.
Smile on my face now.
Yeah, he must have got word that you were in the booth or something, No Name. He's trying to get you excited over here.
Yeah, exactly.
No runs end up scoring, though, in the 4th. 3 stolen bases from Montreal. That's something they can keep up when they get runners on base.
That's right, man. He's got to build off of that, It worked. I mean, again, he's got 0 runs. Didn't score, but at least he got something going, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, definitely could feel the pressure building in that inning as runners were moving all over the base paths. We watch now as the Owls bat. Noctis swings at one, hits it right up the middle. Griffith makes a nice catch on the hill, and Lumpy Hoots will bat, taking his turn. Lumpy fouls that one away.
Again, Josh is just waiting. He's just, again, he's just out there swinging the bat. But, suddenly, as soon as the velo starts going down, this is where he gets dangerous. So, you got to build runs. I mean, it's the same story over and over again. But this is just right there. 0 run after 4 innings, and then suddenly finishes the game with 10 runs.
That one outside, 2-1. Swings at that one. Hits it deep to right center field. That one's way out of here. Might be out of the stadium, onto the street.
Ooh.
Holy moly!
Oh my God! Please.
475.
Catch him, please.
Big solo shot from Hedwig and JoRsH here to break open the scoring in game number 2. This is exactly how it started. Or not exactly, I believe. I don't think it was a home run. Or was it for their first run last game? He did hit quite a few. It's hard to remember. They all mixed together a little bit.
475. Check his bat. check his bat.
Yeah, he's swinging the corked bat up there. He had some bat speed, really got a hold of it. The 1-2 pitch over into right. Flail makes a good stop, keeps it from going down the line for extra bases.
Well, this is where he starts, so you got to shut him down right now.
2 outs, Memphis Nightwing at the dish, on the ground. Ooh, no dive
he's sitting on
attempt
that
there.
fastball now. He's sitting on that fastball now, so it's time to give him another pitch. Maybe a curveball for his pitch. Give him something else.
Here is Pigwidgeon again. 2 runners on. There's a fastball in there. Got to be careful where he leaves it. That one hit. Ooh, off the handle into right. Flail gonna get the throw into home plate. It's cut off. Runner's hung up. He's going home.
One runner.
I think JoRsH is hung up here.
Oh, no.
He's gonna score. Oh, he diddles his way out of it, and it's 3-0.
Oh, nice diddle right there.
Wow, pro diddle. I mean,
wow.
He might have learned from some of the best. Again, he heard No Name was in the booth. They're trying to show off for you tonight, my man.
My best diddles are just panic moves.
Yeah, man, that kind of seemed like what it was there from Josh. He was back and forth, and he got, the runner didn't even slow down, so he got the benefit of the speed going into home plate, and it's 3-0 after the strikeout. We go to the 5th.
Just like that, 3-0.
Yeah, the end of that inning was a bit of a scramble. Now Darkraider going to be scrambling again to try and come from behind. Did not score last game, trying to score here. Rips that into left center field to start the inning. In front of Gilfie, it's going to be down for a single. Could have been extra bases. Nice cutoff from JoRsH.
That was a dangerous dive, especially at 3-0.
Jeffrey Homebrew swings at the first pitch. That one's into left field. That one's on the ground, so 2 on here.
Field on that.
Now he's got Alberto Flairel, who's tense. He's got good speed at first, okay speed at second. Swings at the first pitch on the ground, fouls it away. Comes back with the cutter, fouls it away. Runners go, 0-2 pitch taken. Great double steal.
Oh, wow.
Alberto Flairel rips it over to first. That'll score a run. So Rocket get there first. It's 3-1, two-run deficit now.
So now the question is, you're down by 2, 5th inning. Even though he's gonna pinch hit for his pitcher, would you bunt? I mean, again, if the bunt works, yeah.
Oh yeah, he could maybe bunt, but at least you got to get that on the ground. A line out to the shortstop is not what you want. Lineup does turn over though. He needs a hit with Maivia to extend the inning. She gets that hit right up the middle. Perfect.
On.
That's exactly what he wanted.
Yep. Now you take off on the first pitch. On the first pitch. You take off right away.
He's got stealer, so if he pretty much goes on first movement towards the plate, he's in there. Heater low, though, decides to take matters into his own hands. It's driven deep to left center. Gilfie, he dives, makes the catch again! Oh my god, what a play. I can't believe he keeps making these.
Wow. I'm speechless, man.
I don't know what to say. That's the second time in 2 games he's robbed.
But I mean, again, he's making big plays. And but it's 3-2. It's 3-2 playing the best player in AAA. He's right where he wants to be. In my opinion, of course,
Yeah, we're into the latter portion of this ball game. It's 3-2. He's just had a big inning there to get a couple of those runs back, especially the way that a couple of them scored last inning.
Right, exactly. And now he's exposed with his low velo. So see if he can actually go through at least 1 inning with with Peyton.
Yeah, Peyton Deputy got knocked around in game number 1 a little bit, but we'll see if in game number 2 plan works out better for Darkraider. That one, though, hit into the right center field gap. Ooh, and a mistimed dive from the center fielder is going to allow that extra base.
Going to third.
He's going to third. That ball not in time. So it's a triple after a bit of tripping and falling out there in the field from the Montreal club.
Yeah. What to do?
JoRsH just going to be trying to at least hit one on the ground here and get the run in.
See if Darkraider wants to go for a double play.
No, inside.
That's probably what he wants to do. But again, with the power of Josh, I mean, he can just he's 1 swing away from a 3-run homer. so it's a tough call.
Yeah,
I would still go for it for the double play, no doubt.
yeah, he does walk the batter to probably try and go for it. We see Lumpy Hoots at the plate. This is the dangerous part of the order that you don't want to try, pitch to if you don't have to. So, trying to navigate it with Peyton Deputy 2-0. It's ripped into right center field. That's going to score 2 for sure. What a shot there.
Wow.
Off the bat of JoRsH. That ball was stung.
Oh. This is where Josh is actually dangerous. So I mean, at least you can't fall behind 2-0.
No, that's high.
Oh, that was a good pitch.
Yeah, I thought that one was a strike at the letters. That one gets in there. Pretty much the
That's
same
what he
spot.
needs to do.
Dropping in a few curveballs. That one well timed from JoRsH into right center field. That's going to be back-to-back doubles. Makes this a 6-2 ball game.
Yeah, this is twice in a row. That Tanner gets gapped there.
JoRsH's timing is looking pretty nice now. He's only got 1 out in this inning, and he's looking to add to this lead.
No, inside.
Quickly 1-1 to Glimfeather.
Inside.
Darkraider has a two-bar bullpen as well, so which means he's got only 1 RP. So that's the biggest problem with 2-bar RP. So if your starter doesn't go deep in the game, you're actually screwed. That's the end of the story right there. You're screwed.
Yeah, and he lifted his pitcher early in favor of that pinch hitter, and that's so far not really working out, I would say, to his favor. Maybe. Oh,
I knew it.
Oh my God. We were due.
Terrible.
We were
Terrible.
due. Feels like 1 out every 2, every 3 times that play goes on over there. That's what happens.
Yep, exactly. That's why I got a 50 speed on my first base. I try not to throw the first. I just run it.
Bases are loaded, and this is unraveling quickly. First pitch swung on up the middle, and it's going to be an RBI single for the 7-hole hitter. It's 7-2 now in favor of the Night Owls. Bases loaded again for Gilpy. It's quickly 0-2 after the foul here. We'll see if Para can get out of this. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3 gets him swinging way out of the zone.
Could be a little too late there for that RP to come in. But there's a few innings left to be played there, and hopefully he's going to be able to get back in this game. But right now he's going to get out of this one.
That one hit to right. Ooh, Flail makes the sliding catch. He had to, or else there was going to be more runs to deal with. So we go to the top of the 6th. It's 7-2.
So that's his only RP. This is Josh only RP that has an I velo. See if Darkraider's going to let him pitch. I mean, if you need to sacrifice two innings, in order to have like a low velo relief pitcher or lower velo. I mean, it could be a strategy there as well. That's what I'm trying to say.
Peapod Tanner starts off the 6th. Speaking of strategy, swings at the first pitch, ripping one right up the middle.
Watch for that double play though.
I know, he's so quick for the trigger. That one over to second, in time, on to first, in time, on no name, you called it. Oh my God.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, 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 ay.
On the first pitch.
A tailor-made double play there. Now lefty Fukuro has only 4 pitches and 2 outs to his name, and is ahead here to Francisco Fernandez. Here comes the pitch, 1-2, swing and a miss, strike number 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell right there on that at bat. He's Darkraider is not there now. Of course, you must be frustrated when you get a double play like this.
Yeah, Darkraider just having a very rough evening, I would say, at the dish, and having a lot of those double plays not go his way, but just tough when you're not working deep counts.
You gotta go deep once in a while, right?
Gotta go deep once in a while.
That's right.
JoRsH did enough of that in game number 1. We'll see if he can try and do some more here in the latter half of game number 2. He's got himself a big 5-run lead he's looking to add to. Joey Noctis, his 2-hole hitter, has power versus lefties engaged against Para. Swings at that one, though, way out of the zone.
That's low.
Let's see if what he's gonna do.
And the 1-2 swung on lifted right in front of the left fielder, Jeffrey Homebrew. That's going to be a single. Nicely done there from JoRsH.
Yep.
He's got good back control. He knows, how to use that timing, especially even on balls that are, not quite over the heart of the plate. That one was over the heart of the plate, ripped right up the middle. Had to be a diving catch made for a second out there.
Yeah, he's the best example of knowing himself. I mean, he's expecting a pitch. He's waiting for that pitch, and he's drilling that pitch, regardless where it is. He's just waiting for it, and every time he actually goes at it, a missed pitch there. I mean, he gets on base regardless.
Willie Headway rips that one right at Francisco Fernandez. He catches the ball, but it looks like all he's trying to do there is protect himself. We go to the 7th. Catcher leading off. First pitch swinging. It's lifted over to first base, caught by Glimfeather on a line. There's one out.
We see the Rockets going after his first pitches. I mean, again, we all did it.
No, that's inside.
I see myself in the mirror right now.
Yeah, me too, man. Honestly, there's definitely stretches where all of us definitely are not swinging at the right pitches, it feels like, or you're not running those deep counts. As we see a big strikeout there from Fukuro, who's been efficient out of the pen so far for the Night Owls.
I remember myself versus Doso. My God, I knew I was seeing like 100-mile-per-hour fastballs. I mean, the only pitch I could simply imagine touching was the first pitch.
Yeah.
I was swinging at everything, man. My God. So we all been there. It's easy for us in the booth, but I know what he's going through.
Ball outside.
Either way, both these teams in their final regular season game here tonight, as the AAA about to wrap up. Seedings going to be locked in here very shortly if all games finish tonight, or any outstanding scheduled games finish over the next day or so. So the AAA playoff picture and AA playoff picture really shaping up here in the XBL, as the regular season, as I was already saying, for these two ending here tonight. They're going to get a big fresh slate for postseason baseball coming up next week.
Yeah, I mean, and no doubt. I mean, the team we're seeing right now. I mean, the Owls. They are the favorite. In my opinion, Panthers and the Owls, I mean, are going to be the two teams presenting AA in the finals this year. That's my own opinion.
That one ripped with 2 outs out there to right center field. It's going to be a double.
Josh is just a machine. I mean, Panthers pitches so well. So I mean, let's see what goes there. But he's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, and you got the base bandits in the mix as well, and other teams up in the top 8, top 6. Yeah, in the form of the Sirloins and the Milkmen. I mean, AAA is as tight as it's ever been, as we see JoRsH get another double here, and a run does score. It's 8-2.
The problem with the Bandits, they're just choke artists. They can't win in the playoffs. So, I mean,
we'll see if you can remedy that this season. I'm not gonna jinx you just yet. I'll leave that up to you.
Ball outside.
It all started from my 4-bunch double play, right?
Oh yeah, when you were against Cougar, and then they ended up on the not so highlight reel probably.
Yeah.
JoRsH still stealing up runs here, trying to put something away early. Oh, and another bonker. Nobody seems to be able to catch the ball out there for Montreal. That's just tough.
2
Cool and
hands
unusual.
on 2 hands. Come on.
Yeah, don't be an all-star. Use both hands, as they say.
That's right.
Inside.
And got 30 for nothing.
Oh, and that one's in the left center field gap. That's going to be extras for JoRsH, excuse me, JoRsH. Runner rounds third, gets in there. It's 10-2, and now all of a sudden we are, seeing the mercy run at the plate in the form of Joey Noctis.
Well, if I may, D, I mean, it's not a matter of Josh overpowering the whole thing. Well, this one, yeah, but it's a matter of having, decent pitching to face a big hitter.
Yeah, and as Josh Parks won 479 feet to end this one by a score of 12-2, we see it end in 7 innings by mercy. And you said it, No Name. I mean, especially in the first game, which we alluded to, tough breaks for Raider, who pitched a very, very good game. And he started off this game with a decent pitching plan as well. But as soon as the power comes off those bats from the Nowhere Night Owls, it seems to just be unstoppable. As soon as the runs started to come for JoRsH, they came in bunches.
Exactly. I mean, it's all about that. It's and my God, Josh played it well, and he was just swinging bad pitches at the beginning of each games, but he was just waiting for the pitcher to actually get tired, and then once the pitcher gets tired, and this is where he wakes up, and that's what makes him dangerous.
Yes, indeed. We are here in the post-game booth. No name, if you wouldn't mind hitting me with your camera again. Sorry, we got mixed up with our technical difficulties there. But glad to have your voice back after how we started out with those first few games. But yeah, that one ends on the, as chat's mentioning, the over-the-wall Mercy home run. Josh with an exclamation point to the end of his AAA season. I think that he's going to be feeling that momentum going into the playoffs, and as it stands right now, he's the outright number one. You have games in hand, and Panther have games in hand. To see if you can follow him up there.
I'm done. I'm actually done. I'm 28. I got basically the game against Tedzi. That's just not registered, I think. Or
okay, then JoRsH is now competing just with Panther.
That's right. That's
okay.
right. So we're waiting for Panther to see what I think he has Tedzi to play, if I believe.
Okay.
So that's it. So for me, it's either a second or third, but Josh is waiting for Panther now.
Yeah, so that's big. Both all three of you guys in that mix, and we'll be choosing opponents. It looks like for the new AAA playoff format, so that'll be exciting. And JoRsH with those wins solidifying his pretty much 1 or 2 seeds. So good job to him. Good rookie season from him in the AAA, and good rookie season to Dark Raider as well. He appeared twice here on Match of the Week. He got the sweep against Mystery Man in his first match of the week. So he got a few wins here on Primetime. Took a couple hard losses on Primetime as well. I think a lot of us have been there. But, shout out to him. Thanks for all the participation. He's been a great student in the game in addition to this league as well.
Yeah, he's got it all. He's just got to be more patient at the plate there. But again, we all been there. So, but his pitching is right there. Maybe he's going to use a different build for next season. Obviously, he ran out of gas. It's not him. It's his roster that ran out of gas. So, but if you give him another, let's say, 85 velo or another 90 velo, is it the same game? I doubt it. So let's just wait and see. Again, you have to play with your roster year in and year out, and that's it. That's what's going to make you a veteran, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. It's always a learning experience too, like you said. Your first couple seasons, your first build's always a little bit lacking. Maybe it feels like. Then your second build, maybe you overcompensate for something, and then your third build, you feel like you finally get it right, and then your fourth, your fifth, and your sixth, and your seventh build, maybe somewhere along the line that doesn't go well either. I don't know. I'm somewhere on my 11th, so it starts to blend together after a while, right?
Yeah, definitely. We used to spend hours and hours on our rosters, right, D?
Yeah, and we will have some exciting changes coming. We're discussing things in the league office as well as we speak. Things going on in the league office behind closed doors for season 13 already. We are really excited for what we have cooking up for that. So that'll be something to look forward to. More to look forward to tonight in the form of, what's it called? We got XBL Match of the Week in 15 minutes between Webb and Pizza Volcano. So a playoff race match of the week. Both those players currently below 10 wins, but in the race for the 12 seed in the XBL. Did I lose you there, Em? You still there?
No, I'm still here. I'm still here.
I'm sorry.
I thought you lost me for a second
I didn't know
there.
if you were muted or something. It looked like, because I know when things changed last time, that's where I lost you. So just making sure.
Okay. No, I'm still here.
All right, cool. Either way. So yeah, we do have that match of the week coming up in 15, and it was a really exciting one here to be in the booth with you again, No Name, for this AAA match of the week. So
thanks for having me, man. Greatly I love it, man. Anytime.
Absolutely.
If you want to be around, I'll be there, man.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to call with you, man. Always laughs, always a good time, and we're gonna have plenty of playoff games and things like that coming up over the in a couple weeks to go through. So we'll definitely be seeing each other again, I think, in the booth.
Sure, man. I want to see. I want to do an Ox game. I want to see that guy fall, man. For all the AA players. I'm behind you all. We want to see him fall.
If Ox makes the AA World Series, maybe we'll have to get a few games on the main channel or something like that.
Most definitely, man.
I hope he's not here to yell at us. All right, either way, guys, Great job tonight to our players. Great job in the booth to No Name. Thank you all here who watched and all who will participate to make this happen. And we'll see you guys in just a few minutes for the XBL match of the week between Web and Pizza Volcano. So if you're not going to join us for that, have a safe and pleasant evening. And if you do, we'll see you soon. Have a good one, everybody.